kept secrets travel.
Where would you want to buy it?
When I'm trying to buy any item, I go through that process of how many locations are there to buy it. If I'm at a refuge up in a mountain in the Alps, I know generally, unless somehow there's a spa or a Londis at 4,000 meters.
Cusco is very surprising with the amount of stuff actually there.
Exactly. But then if you've got one place to buy it from, you want to make sure you're actually able to buy it from there, because if you really annoy the person who's in there and they say, oh fine, I'm not selling it to you, then you're pretty stuffed. But if you're in a refuge, then you might have to pay ludicrous amount just have a beer or a water. Whereas if you're, like when we're in Cusco and Peru, to buy water, you have loads of options. You have a few guys on the street trying to sell it to you. You have the different sort of corner shops, local shops, and then you have the slightly bigger supermarkets. And they're all going to come at different price points and different quality of products and different safety of product, because sadly you do have stereotype of you have these guys on the streets. I know in Morocco I've had the problem before, and whenever I buy anything off someone on the street or some of the local guys, I don't want to put them down, because at the end of the day they're trying to make money. But I have come across, especially on water, because that's the easiest one to do it to, is always check the seal around the top of water, because it is all drinks, but water is the one where at the end of the day it's harder to replicate Coke or Fanta, especially if you can see through a plastic bottle. Whereas with water it is possible to glue the seal back on or to push on a different cap and use tap water. And the main thing is during any process when you're traveling is you need to constantly think about your safety.
And it's very important to actually understand your buying power. So as you were saying, if you are in the mountains and you have no choice, then you really can't have to pay what they ask you to pay. Whereas if you are surprisingly in Cusco, then as you have more options, you have more power that you can barter with, and you can possibly go to, as you were saying, different options at that point. So it's important to actually work that out before you go and start bartering.